last night. And here we go. All right. And we are live, baby. Not a ton of volume. I got to copy and paste this. Give me 1 second. Boom. You know you love to fight. And I say shit I don't mean. Boom. Good afternoon, everybody. Volume has been horrible today. Literally horrible. What's going on? Loria, how are you? I love seeing her name pop up on the screen. Let me look at what do we got going on here. Let me get all set up and situated over here. I always do the gym after the morning trading, and then I come back and I scramble to get this all set up, and then I do all my marketing stuff for the agency after streaming. So life is always hectic, but we're getting there. Snow, I don't know if you guys played it this morning when I was in Kush's channel, but it did pay decent. It went from 290 all the way up to about 340, I believe they were. Or no, 390. They went up to about 400. So they paid about $100 a contract. I went very light. I knew that the volume was dead right at open. I mean, we're only at 38 million on the SPY, and I could tell that we were basically dead pretty much all day. I caught a little bit of the SPX uptrend and a couple futures trades, but not a very big day for me. There wasn't a lot of opportunities. I missed Meta, and I was watching Datadog as well. I missed this entire move. This was a crazy move for Meta, but I was locked in on Snowflake. I'm still pretty locked in on Snowflake. I'm not going to lie. I still think that there's a lot of opportunity for this to go still. I honestly might swing this now because it did hit that 185, and it still has yet to hit that. I can't wait to hear what you're watching. Oh, is this muted? Oh, no, you can't wait to hear. My bad. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm still watching Snow because I think that this could be an absolute ridiculous move. And there's a reason for that. I was watching this 185 for a while, and it didn't yet touch that high, I don't think. Let me go to the 1 hour real quick just to be sure. Zoom out on this. 185.38. And the high of the day today was, drumroll, 185.04. So we have not yet hit that resistance level, and we're kind of just tapering and leveling off a little bit. But when I zoom out on the weekly chart, one, this is a pretty crazy move, right? From 429, and then it ripped up, and then it came down. But long story short, also wait, hold on, let me check something real quick. All right, we'll go after that. We'll go after that in a second. But this break over here, I'm looking on this weekly chart, zooming out really far, and it looks like there's room all the way up to 205. I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing rip to $200 here pretty soon, especially with this daily chart. Let me get rid of some of these drawings since we filled the gap. Let's clear the drawing set and do this from scratch. So this was the earnings gap that we've been playing for a couple days now. Been an absolute payday on this thing. And now we're looking at that 185, like 38-ish level. So here's that level. Boom, right. Boom, to the left. So we're still seeing some strength up here, a couple upper wicks and all that other good stuff. But at this alert, I think I might take this 185 breakout for the run towards 190. I don't know if I'm going to swing trade it yet. I have to look at the premiums. But I'm setting an alert for this level of 185.23 because once we test this again, this is kind of looking like a cup and handle almost, even though there's a little gap fill situation here. So honestly, if I even see like a little pullback to like 175-ish or 177, 178, I feel more comfortable swinging at those levels than I do right now. Also, the SPY 30-minute looks pretty bullish right here, but it's not really moving that much. So I doubt we'll get a good trade in there before the bell ringing. But this swing trade looks pretty good to me. I feel like we're at the bottom of this Bollinger Band right now. It's getting near this low of the day. It's been pretty choppy. So now when I look at these Snow levels up to like 190s, maybe for next week, could be something that we sit on for a couple days and add to. Might be a nice trade. They're pretty expensive. They're $333 for next week. 190s. The 200s are only $100. It could be a really good trade. Honestly, maybe I'll go 2 weeks out for $200. They're only $200, and they could go up to $700. Wow, that'd be That's actually a pretty good play. I think Snowflake 2 weeks out would be really nice. I know some people that are playing the same week's 190s, thinking that it's going to explode like tomorrow, which it very easily could. Just kind of just sitting up here in this really hefty uptrend. Um, the only thing that worries me a little bit is this falling volume. So that's kind of what I'm paying attention to right now. I think that Snow could moonshot because I'm looking at this upper Bollinger Band. It didn't quite hit this resistance zone. It's not having a ton of volume today, but the SPY also is looking pretty good for a reversal as well. From the downside all the way to the upside. I was thinking these SPY 431 plays because of this level from way back when, 431.73. I mean, a $4 move would pay really nicely in the SPY or SPX if it's a day trade. So I don't know. I'm currently waiting on the S&P 500, but I almost went for a banger today, but I ended up getting stopped out a little bit. They were up like 150 a contract on the SPX. I was really looking forward that I had the 42.95s, and I bought them right around here, this level, this bottom right, and they started skyrocketing. They went up like 160 a piece. I was really, really looking for like a $900 a piece to $1,000 a piece because sometimes you'll see those squeezes all day. I thought we got that. I bought it here. I ended up getting stopped out a little bit down here. Near break even, a little bit of a loss on it, but probably should have taken the gains. It was really nice gains, but I thought I could hit a home run today. So greed kind of took over, but I thought I saw something on the charts where we were just going to scale up. But we ended up double topping right here on the 5-minute, and I ended up getting stopped out. So unfortunately, it did hit my stop, but there was very minimal risk at that point once it got up to this level. I saw this hammer candle. You guys all know that I love the hammer candles at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. These pay every single time, almost every single time, if there's some volume coming in. So a hammer candle with this volume, boom, shows me a reversal of this big-ass downtrend that came out of nowhere. There was no news. I was looking for it. Wasn't there. So was patient on this trade. SPX ended up paying really, really nicely for a little bit. I was looking for this rip and run, but we hit a double top, and it fell. So it's the name of the game. You know, if this would have broken out and went towards this 4,300, I probably would have been up 10 grand, if not 20 grand today. But we ended up getting stopped out a couple $100. So I'm all good on that one. Great risk to reward ratio, great risk management. So was beautiful. Tesla also ran today. I don't know if anybody caught these, but these were really, really expensive contracts because it is Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday Tesla contracts always kind of suck. But if you caught this bottom to top, that was probably a really, really great payout. And I'm still watching this Datadog play. So it has not hit this 105 just yet on the daily chart. These spreads blow. They're like so bad, honestly. But as it gets closer to the end of the week, maybe they'll start to shrink a little bit. So I'm watching Datadog above 105. That's not my favorite. But I am watching Snowflake above that 185 mark to push towards 190, if not 200. I think that thing could really explode if we get some volume back in the market. And then this is my only other watch is Microsoft. So Microsoft, 338.56. I feel like if we can get some strength above this 330... boom, boom, right here, yeah. So maybe like a 331 bounce, 330-ish bounce. Could see this 340 test, if not 350 after this breakout. But I honestly, if I see this go above 335.27, I'm probably going to buy this for a breakout for that new high. So I'm going to set that alert as well. So Microsoft is actually one of the biggest watches right now. It's near that all-time high. It does have kind of a declining volume, but with the market being open tomorrow, I feel like this is probably one of the better payers right at open. So that's kind of it for the watch list to come. I always like to peep some of these stocks down here, like Goldman Sachs and Cat and Lowe's and Home Depot. Those are always some pretty good ones if they can catch some wind, but this has just been chopping all over the place. Same with Lowe's, I feel like. Yeah, not a lot of opportunities in those either. I used to like Waste Management a ton, and I still do. Look at this bear flag setup. Crazy. Waste Management goes crazy. What's the difference between double top and a flat bottom? The double top scares me to trade because it could drop, your opinion. Double bottom. I mean, there's no real difference, really. The way I kind of trade them is reversal type ways. The best way to trade it is not to buy or sell at the top, really, unless it breaks. I usually sell the break most of the time. or the test. So the way that I play them when I'm in the SPY, I didn't do this today, but I should have. So this is a bad. I'm a bad teacher for this because I got stopped out. But I don't buy at this level like at all. Like I'll never buy when it's at this level because, like you're saying, it'll either break and run or it could just reject and stop you out. This is a horrible entry. Up here is a horrible, horrible entry. I anticipate this break or test well before. So, like I said, I'm basically a reversal trader. I have been going momentum a lot lately, but a reversal indicator shows me, this hammer candle shows me that I should be getting in calls right now. So when I saw this huge wick, I started buying as soon as this candle went green. I started buying this right away. And as soon as it went green, I bought calls and I was patient and I waited for it. So by the time that it gets up to this level, I can start to trim and set my stop loss in profit. You know what I mean? So if it does go against me, at least I can either secure my gains at a smaller level because it's pulling back, or sell this or sell most of this and keep runners. So if you bought 5 contracts down here or 10 contracts down here like I did, you make a good amount of money up here. Usually I would probably sell like 5 to 6 of them on these breakouts like this, but I did analyze. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should go for a home run day. Was greedy today, so that's all on me. That's completely the reason that I didn't make a couple grand off of this trade, but I took it both in the big count and small count, but I anticipate this break/test before it gets there. If you're trading the double top and double bottom midday, I think that that's pretty brutal. It's better to do that early on in the mornings, like when you're seeing these breakouts. Like they break out so much more because there's so much more volume. But at this point, unless there's volume midday, which this was at noon, so it's never really good volume at noon at lunch hours, you know, you could probably take a guess that it's going to pull back because there's low volume. It's at that high of the day. You'll probably see a reject. But all signs to me were looking like it was pretty good. A bullish engulfing candle here. Got that new high. Figured we'd break out with this 4299 over here on the SPX. So I was holding, but I anticipate those breaks before. Double bottom, same situation. When they break below, for some reason I've been loving the break below. 1 second. Let me see if I can find an example on the double bottom situation. I don't really know where I would find one of those. Oh, this is a good one, actually. So they're not all like this, but this is how I trade usually for reversal. Same situation, big run up, then we break below this low of the day. And most people are like panicking at that point, thinking like this is going to break low of the day, and now that it did, it's going to keep going. I like to buy calls for the reversal when it breaks through. Like I don't buy at this exact bottom. I wait for that breakdown because then a lot of the times, unless there's major news or major fear in the market, these things don't just collapse like that crazy. And then, of course, if you buy down here, like you can keep a very small stop loss, but if it bounces in any order and you're trading options, you're going to make a lot of money off those. So I always wait for it to break below the double bottom and then try to get in or scale in, go light, go big, go whatever. That's kind of my play on those, on the double bottoms. The double tops, I like to anticipate a breakout before it's really there. And that's really kind of it. You know, those are kind of the main differences for me. I don't really like to, I think it's bad practice, and some people disagree because some people go with momentum and they like to get the 5 to 10% and get in, get out. But these things can reverse really fucking fast. So like if this breaks down below, it looks like you're in a really great trade here, but within a minute, it's all the way back up here and you're probably red about $200 a contract or whatever you're trading, you know? Like I don't like to trade the exact bottoms and the exact tops. I like to anticipate them or go for the reversal once they're broken through. Because that's where the panic comes in. So if you think about it in a supply-demand aspect, a ton of people are watching this level, and they're probably going to be like, okay, shit, if it gets to this low of the day or breaks below it, I'm going to sell, right? I'm going to sell. Natural psychology is like, holy shit, it broke my level, I'm out. So you're going to probably see a quick, fast dump, and then a bunch of resting orders and buyers are going to be like, all right, this is way too oversold. They're going to push it right up like that. So I kind of like buy the panic breaks. Like I like to buy below this 424 rather than at the 424 because I know people are probably going to sell through it a little bit and people are going to start to panic a little bit, so it'll push down in price. And then I like to scoop up that. I hope that makes sense. It's like I like to go for buying massive red candles for call side and massive green candles for the red side, but more so I like to buy calls on the downside, especially in this type of market, because we've just been green every single day. At least it seems for the last couple months now. But hope that makes sense. That's basically my rant. I really want to talk about earnings real quick. See what we got. What do we have? We could go over some earnings plays, earnings whispers. After the bell today, we have Dave and Buster's. Oh, calls. I don't even want to look at it. I just know that place is gas. Couchbase. The hell are these? Are these even real companies? Ollie's. You ever been to an Ollie's before? It's like a ghetto Dick's Sporting Goods, and it smells like dust. GameStop on Wednesday. These are all terrible earnings. The only one that I would really want to pay attention to is DocuSign. Ollie's is awful. I think I bought a baseball glove in there, and then I ended up getting bug bites or something. But DocuSign is, fuel cell. I haven't seen anything about it. I wonder what that stock is doing. I haven't seen that stock do anything in years. I feel like the song used to be ridiculous. It was full of dust, I'm sure. Termites. All right, weekly chart. This thing is nuts. I remember when this was cooking. Ollie's is nasty. All right, SL sucks. DocuSign. Oh my God. Hold on. Let's look at this. DocuSign will be a very, very easy one to tell if it's going to go up or not on this. DocuSign. I need to develop a SaaS company. Just hire a bunch of sales reps, tech reps. I make so much money off that. DocuSign. ENPH daily gap fill. I will watch that in a second. Give me a second. Let me look at this DocuSign web traffic real quick. I just want to see what their quarter looked like. This one is Foley website, so. Whoa. That's actually crazy. Backlinks, 16 million. All right, so their average visit duration is down 7%. Their visits are down 18%. To be honest, they had a pretty decent quarter. From October to December, it was 67 million visitors to 137 million visitors. See a nice little pullback for Q2. What is this growth tab? I've never seen this. Q3 to Q4 was growth, and now they're expecting a little bit of a decline. It's a 45 million. Damn. Interesting. This web traffic stuff is like, it's so interesting to me how many people can visit your website, buy your products, all that good stuff. Let's take a look at these premiums. These actually don't look too bad. Oh, and they're cooking. Oh yeah, this could be a really good play. This company is trash. Who the hell uses DocuSign? Like, this is not a $1 billion company in my opinion. Let's take a look about tomorrow. I need a nap. $50 is 100, and the money is there 400. These are gonna get buried, unless you do like a random ass like $200, which is what I might do, because the low is 38, I think. 39. So I mean, a $40 put would be probably just disrespectful, honestly. If I buy a $40 put, it's just like disrespecting the shit out of them. But like, only $8. This company, I don't think is like worth like a lot, honestly. And the fact that they're running up like this makes me feel like they're doing the same situation as like a CRM or a CrowdStrike. I guess CRM didn't drop that much. How is Crowd doing? Just chop it around. I kind of like Docu. I might disrespect them and buy some puts like really, really far out of the money, but I doubt it. I think that my biggest ENPH. My two biggest watches right now are the Snowflake trade by $1 million, and then I like the SPY to 431 if we're still bullish. We need some volume because today was terrible. And then the only other thing would be Microsoft as well. ENPH gap fill. I still have that alert at 189, so I'm gonna wait about $6 more for that thing, and then I would entertain it. Anything else on this watch list? I should probably check like NVIDIA, AMD. AMD is kind of cooking. Meta broke new highs today. Amazon, kind of. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too much I like. I really don't like a lot. I do kind of like the SPY, but I mean, it's just not moving. I mean, it's only moved $9 in the last 10 minutes. Like, this is terrible. It looks like a big run up, but it's $1. I could look at the SPX and see what that's doing. Kind of buried me a little bit in this account today. I think I'm down like 3, 4. I think I might be down like 400 in this account today. 4285s are 100 a piece. Yeah, I don't really like any of these movements, to be honest. If it does come up, it might squeeze pretty nicely. So I'm going to set an alert right here. If it gets above this level, that's when I would take something. But honestly, guys, I don't really see much. There's not enough volume for us to take anything. You could position yourself in for like a swing trade, whether you like Snowflake or if you like Microsoft or if you don't like any of them. You can just fade me and do the opposite of what I'm saying. Because what the hell do I know, you know? Microsoft is 334 right now. And I have an alert at 335.27. So I don't really see too much action, but soon enough. I'm telling you guys, I think snow is that play that could change a lot of different things for people, especially if it starts to go tomorrow. Because on Wednesday, a snowflake play that can move $10 or so, oh yeah, that could be a good play. Could move 10%, you know, $18 is only 10%. Could be an easy one, you know. So if we get above that 185, please, 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 at least watch this, because 205 does not seem too far-fetched to me. Especially after watching it recover that entire way. I think that this is just like a stage 1, 2, 3 breakout. So the snow, get contracts a week or two out. It's up to you if you want to swing it. I don't know if I really want to swing it. I feel like the volume is so low that we're probably just going to open up flat, so you'll probably lose on data. You could probably get a better entry tomorrow or the day after. And if I day trade it, it'll be for this Friday expiration. If I swing it, it'll probably be for next week or the following week, and I'd probably do like the 190 calls or the $200 calls because I think it's probably going to go there. But we got to wait and see. Because I don't really see too much. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think that the only thing that I would take would be maybe the SPY call if it got close. But I don't know. I'm just not loving it. It's only 3 cents away from my alert. And there she goes. We are kind of squeezing. Did we just do it? 4285. I got in one. It's at the top of the Bollinger Band, but this kind of looks like it's just about to squeeze like crazy. Oh, I'm in 2. How nuts would it be if it broke this level, ran up to 428, started going the high of the day, and started pushing towards that 4299? Honestly, I'm not gonna count that out for power hour. We got a whole hour for this shit. Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going. We're riding up. I don't even see any sort of pullback, to be honest. This is just like a straight moonshot, unless it gets like a nice little like reversal candle right here. We're up $30, baby. Maybe I'll add to this. Oh, we're going. Up $50, $60. Do I add to this thing? This thing might be going all time. This might be going to the high of the day, guys. Maybe we got some movement. We might have some movement here. We're going up to 428. A 428 break would be really, really nice. I'm only up $40 or $30 a contract, so up $60 on 2 on this smaller count. This is the little pullback that we never really like to see, but still profitable. Still gaining some intrinsic value potentially here. If we're only $3 away from the money, and then these will be worth well over 200 if we can get above 4285. That would just be 2 of them though. Nice. We're up 80 bones. I am down about $300 and some on this account today, I believe, from the SPX trade. And that, oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the Coinbase trade. The Coinbase cash secured put, I ended up just buying it back. I was down 200 today, but with all the bad news, especially being sued today, the stock was down 20% at one point, and I was still only down like $200 for selling that. So they're really, that's like an anomaly where you get bad news the day before you buy something like that, and then it goes against you. But still, I only lost like $280 on that. I could have kept it going and let it ride until next week, but with how much negative news being sued for regulations and stuff like that is, I just didn't want the headache. So I just took the $290 loss on the cover cash secured put. I could have let it just continue to expire, but honestly, I just want a clean slate because I see such a good opportunity in snow. I want to wake up. I want to throw, $5, $10, $20,000 into snow. See if I can make about a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x, and that would be that. But we are rejecting quite a bit here on the SPY, so I don't think that we want 428. We will have to wait and see. I'm currently flat, down a little bit on 2 contracts. May have to get back in, honestly. Anybody watching this? Get back involved is what I'm talking about. Snow moving from that low. What do you think about Palantir? Palantir is ass cheeks, if you want my honest opinion. Snow bouncing not that low. Looks pretty good. If you guys want to swing that, I don't think it's a bad idea. I just have always had a bad taste in my mouth about swinging something that's up so much already. Oh, you guys are in. Let's go, baby. In what, Rich? Are you in calls for SPX, or are you in snow for a swing trade? Those are the only 2 things I've really been talking about. Rich, I messaged you the other day, man. You forgot about me. But that's all right. You're probably a busy guy. SPY calls. Oh, SPY calls. I'm in the SPX, guys, right now. I know that there's a little bit of a scary situation. Oh, snow too. You're in both. Dang. I mean, if you caught anything of snow, I mean, I've been talking about this thing since like 150. So, if you even caught any of this gap fill, I've been talking about this thing since we broke out to 158. So, absolute bankroll of a play. Snow, I do love. Huh. Not loving the SPY pullback, I don't think. Now I'm down $50. We hate that. Wonder if it has enough love for us to keep going. Give me a little push. Should I add some? I'm going to add a little sprinkle. Just going to sprinkle one more on here. Maybe we can get a nice little $100 to $200 pop. I mean, if it gets up to 428, this near high up here, these things will go up very, very nice. And it's only 70 cents away, so I'm not going to count this out. It's not letting me in a third yet. I probably should have bought a little bit lower there, but it's all good. Rich Green talking about snow. How is she? Oh, she's pushing, man. She's pushing. I do like snow a lot. I'm probably going to just watch this SPX trade for a second here. See if I can make a good amount of return on a smaller trade investment here. I think that this is going to the high again today. I think that we entered into a squeeze above 428. I'm pretty confident in this. And I'm up $40 a contract, so about $80 here. I should get more, but you know how that goes. This is the target. This is short-term target. Oh. Come on. Come on. Go up, baby. Got above a 428, 01, 03. So we got some buyers here. We just have to make sure that this closes above 428. All right. They're waking me up a little bit. I was getting a little tired. These contracts aren't really paying too much, but they'll get above 200 here if we can squeak up another like 40 cents. If we go to high, we're probably breaking out and squeezing. So, I mean, these contracts could really, really pay. Honestly, they're only 200 right now. I could sell a little bit. I'd still be down on the day if I sold it for whatever this is. I'm down $311 on the day with this trade currently right now. Most of that was that snow play, and then me being greedy on the SPX, but whatever. I think we got some action here. What is your favorite pattern in candle? Hammer candle at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. This bad boy. This is what I got greedy. I thought that this was going to the moon for certain, but I was up a couple thousand from this in the larger account. And then today in this account, I also had it. I have like 5 screens, just so everybody knows. But I've been trading both of these simultaneously, which I should probably stop doing, honestly. But my favorite candlestick pattern is this hammer at the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And gap fills. Gap fills are always good. There's also a massive gap fill on the downside if you guys like to play puts on Lulu. I saw this one earlier. Look at this bad boy. You kidding me? That just took me forever. I don't know why I couldn't get that to go straight. But 335. That's a $20 drop. That's not that much, but I might set an alert at or below this. See if we can catch some momentum in this bad boy. So We'll get some alerts going off here pretty soon. But let's head back to the SPY. See if we can get back above 428. Looks like it might be a dud for now. But, I mean, this thing is just... It's like a little roller coaster all the way up. I feel like we're going to end up testing this line. This line will put me in the money, but I don't know if it's going to pay me that much. It's getting weaker. We're getting a volume fall off. So I don't really like playing the end of day SPX plays, but anything for some pure entertainment on here for you guys. Even if it is just like 1 to 2 contracts. I was awake for a second, but the volume's dying off. Not loving it now. What is your favorite? Oh, pattern candle. We already talked about that bad boy. That chart setup of yours. You mind sending that chart setup with volume and Bollinger Bands? Someone just asked for my chart setup. I have it online on YouTube, I think. Hold on. I think. Probably from a very long time ago. It's probably not going to be easy to find. Yeah, no shot. No shot I find that. But yeah, I'll share my chart setup with you. But it's really very simple. I do have a YouTube video. You know what? I'm gonna go find it. I don't know if I can go to YouTube while streaming, but let's see if I can. All right, my channel. Give me 1 second here. All right, we're sitting all right here. I feel like this is just gonna crater on me for some reason, but the Bollinger Band is kind of sitting up there. I'm gonna watch for this 428. The next 428 break, I'm probably gonna add to these positions, to be honest. I know it's the end of the day, and it's very risky to trade the last hour, but sometimes you got to risk it to have a biscuit or something like that. Whatever they say back in the day. All right, let's see if I can find this video real quick on my YouTube channel. It's probably pretty outdated, but it's probably also very similar. It's from 6 months ago. Copy. Got it. Boom. Technology's crazy. Here you go, guys. YouTube video to my trading setup. I think it's up to date. I think it's the same situation. More question during your trades. Do you still use a 5-minute chart or 1 minute? I never use a 1 minute chart. I only use 5 minute. And also, this is kind of pulling back on me. I really don't want to lose more than like $100 on this trade, to be honest. I usually cap it around where I'm currently at, but 55, I'm going to probably have to put the stop loss around 90. I don't really want to get out of this, to be honest, but I probably should. Let's honor those stop losses. It looks like it's about to break down. Well, I probably should have taken the $100, but we didn't. We lost the 100 instead. And now it's below this uptrend, so we'll probably get a nice little green candle here and then a pullback again. So always retest this, and then we come down. And there it goes. It's crazy how it's always very similar. Watch this. It'll retest this bad boy, and then it'll come right back down. No. No. Oh my God, it's going to go. It just stopped me out. And I'm going to get back in like an idiot, aren't I? I am. I'm going back in. It stopped me out and then it bounced like that. It kind of feels like it's going to go up. If it stops me out twice, I'm going to be so sick. I think it has it in it. For some reason, I feel like this is. I'm seeing the order flow come through here. It's being a little odd in a good way, though. It kind of feels like it wants above this 428. If it hits this level, I'm going to add to it and try to see if it can run for me. Which is this 428. The next time it gets above it. If it gets above it. We still have 3 minutes for this candlestick to close too. I think it's going to go. I did get stopped out about $100, but I can make back up for that. If it gets this 428, I'm taking it again. Not loving it. 93, 92, 89. Lots of sellers right there on that 428. And maybe I will get stopped out again, but I'm only playing 2 contracts, just so everybody knows. Well, for now. $91, $90. It just doesn't want to go. 15 minutes to me looks really good. Let me look at the higher time frames, though. I'm really only going to stay in this trade for like 15 minutes unless it breaks down. But I'm not going to get stuck with it running and then we get one big. All right, we got it. We got a 428 test there. Doesn't want it. It's not breaking above it yet, so I'm just going to be patient. Only up $50. I think that these could run to like 300 a piece, though. That's the reason I'm waiting. Because if we break and run this high of the day, which I've seen this happen a million times, you just kind of just continue to go. I'm pissed that I got stopped out that first time, but whatever. Life is all good. It won't get above this 428, so that kind of makes me feel like it's going to pull back on me, and I might lose an extra 100 unless it gets above this high, which I'm going to create an alert. Volume is kind of big here. It is going to get volatile. It is going to get risky. It's definitely very risky, so don't follow along with much size or at all. This is a very, very risky trade near the end of the day. That's why I only have 2. You've seen me get stopped out once already, and it doesn't want to break this 428. That is a bad sign. So, trying to be patient, but it just doesn't want it. And notice how it's this close to that new high, and it's nowhere near 218, 220. That's when theta starts to screw you. So you gotta. Sounds like I'm ripping ass, but I swear it's the chair. Let's see what this candlestick does. Will it stay above 428? Come on, baby. We pushed above 428 this last candlestick close. This is usually a bullish candle, but see if it can break this most recent high. Currently up to $70. I made back almost everything I was down. But I think that this could push to like 300 if we start to get that squeeze. I've been waiting for the squeeze all day, and I've gotten buried on it. I could be up like over $2,000 in this account right now. But I've been greedy on the squeeze. It just hasn't been the volume day that I've been wanting. But we'll see. We keep getting at that 428 level, but doesn't seem to be staying. They're not loving it. They're trying to stop everybody out. The premiums are going up, though, which I'm a big fan of. 180. Okay, we just got that 42805. See if we can squeeze. If we can get up to this 42840, that would be huge. These would go in the money. All right, 08, new high. 190. Notice that's new high. It's at nowhere near the level that we wanted it to be. Oh, I just tried to sell one at 190, and it got broken down. This is unfortunate. And it's lagging like a motherfucker on me right now. I'm going to try to stop myself out flat over here if it breaks down. I don't know why it's sitting at this 170 level, but I'm up $80 on it. I could stop myself out technically. Oh, it's gonna go. Hold on. My stop is at 160. Let's see if we can push this thing. I'd make $40. Or 288. Give me in the 10s, the 12s. Give me like something like that on the. It's not really working, but I'm trying. We're getting close on the SPX though, right to that money. That's gonna stop me. Stop me on 1. I know it's gonna go, and it's gonna suck to watch it go, and I only have one of these, but I just don't wanna. I don't want the bad blood. It's not going. Probably gonna get stopped, and I'm gonna be still down 450 on the day on this account, which is not a very good day. Not a very good day, but I did get very greedy. My risk to reward ratio was massive though. I was gonna make like 3,000 in this account. I was gonna make like 12,000 in my other account. So I was loving it. This is basically a risk-free trade for me right now. There's a lot of time left, honestly. Maybe I could just let this run, see if this can push up to like 300, 400 a contract and be up like 250. It's looking good right now. I'm up almost $70 a contract on the last one here. So as of right now, I basically am profitable from the last trade. I'm pushing this up to 200 a piece. It's at 260. Now we're in the money. We're going to start getting some intrinsic ass value right here. If this can continue to go above that 428, like 20, this thing is going to go. I am following my stop loss up though, because that's just how she goes. It's at 205 now, so I'm locking in 65 a contract. So I basically made back that $100. I'm probably going to get stopped out here. But most likely this is going to start running. I just wanted to be back even from where we started, so I'm still down 400 on the day. But had a nice day yesterday. I was up 800 in this account and a couple grand in the other one. The other account is down about 900 right now. This one's down about 400. So little red day for me. It's been a long time since I've been red, but I was really looking for that home run play in SPX. So I'll take that risk to reward ratio any day. And I'm probably going to do the same thing again tomorrow for the SPX if the SPY continues. So I'm looking to make a nice bag off the SPX tomorrow. Nice little sell there. The following up to stop loss is the best risk to reward ratio, whether it's the end of the day, beginning of the day, middle of the day. You just don't get buried. You just got to stay true to them. Mr. Anderson, I think I sent you that YouTube video, but I just sent it to you in a private message as well. My expiration date, I'm playing the same days, just quick in and out scalps, very, very light. I was looking for that run up, but as you can tell, SPX end of days, they are pretty brutal with theta, so it's not worth it. Not worth it at all, but I do kind of think it's going to break out to that high of the day the next, 15 minutes. I really do. I don't know why. Can I ask why you take a full-time? Can I ask why did you take a full-time job? I've seen you make more money in a week than most people make all year. Are you bored, or is the job that stellar? It's more of an opportunity, man. It's a startup hedge fund. It's a profit share, and I mean, I could be. If that thing ever gets acquired, it would be tens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s of millions of dollars right to me. So it's really more of the opportunity for the long run. Trading is great, and I can do it with my own money, but if you can be a part of a hedge fund that gets acquired, that's always the goal. I'd be very, very well off if that works. I see the opportunity. I see the return. I like the model. And I see a lot of growth, and I've made a lot of connections along the way. So I feel like with a very, very big asset under management, I make a very good income for myself trading. I'll have 20K days some days. I'll have, I've very consistently have a lot of money coming in just by trading. I also own a marketing agency, but in order to be the CMO of a marketing or a hedge fund as well, with the potential of being acquired and, could be cashing out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million, depending on how the performance is and the asset under management, that's the mindset there, catching something early and getting out in the end. Also, this is going to go. I don't want to buy this, but I just put one in. I know this is going to go. Is anyone in this? I know this is going to go. This is going to go, and it's going to piss me off, and it's at 230. It's at its high point now. It's only going to run 30 more cents or so, but it'll go in the money, and these things will probably be worth like $400. $185. Okay, cool. Good thing I canceled that. 170. I'm going to get one of these. I'm just going to do it. Don't crush me. Stop is $50. 130. I think I can make a couple hundred off this if it just squeezes up. It's not going to. All right, $40 is the loss. Sometimes, actually, a lot of the times I hate playing the SPX at the end of the day. I don't know why I continue to do this for you guys. Just like up and down. Am I going to be up a lot? Am I going to be down like quick? But You'll see if it does squeeze one of these days. I mean, I've seen these contracts just every time I do this, like on Monday and Tuesday, they don't do much, but you'll see one of these days when it does squeeze up a couple of those dollars, you'll see these contracts go from like 180 to like 700 a piece. So I keep my stop losses very small, and you'll see me get stopped out a lot. But the days that I don't, they make up for those losses that I get stopped out on. But I always keep this very small. So now my risk here is $20, which it's gonna hit. But one of these days, I'm gonna catch the one of those massive rips. And I think it's gonna be tomorrow. I think that we're going to that 431 level. So I will be playing the SPX. Probably not early, but at some point there. All right, this is a $15 risk here. I think that now that we're pushing a little bit higher, maybe we could get that push up to the high of the day mark. It's 3:30. We got 30 minutes with only a $15 risk. I need this to go. I need this thing to just squeeze already. I can't watch it. Go up. I kind of want to buy like 10 contracts. I'll make this up even better. I mean, I'm up 45. I'm going to put this at break even now. So literally no risk on this trade now. So we'll see if it squeezes. It might pull back and stop me out right now, then go again. But I'm not putting any risk on, especially this late in the day with the SPX. It'll either go or break even. Or maybe I'll lose like $5-10 if it goes a little bit of a pullback here. I know it's going to test this high of the day. I just don't know if it's going to be in good enough time for Theta not to destroy these. $240, we're up 60, we're up 65. I'm going to put this in profit now. I'm going to make $20, or I might make $100. Probably $20. It's not enough volume today. Yeah, there it is. There's the $20. I think it's gonna get up to this level, but honestly, I can't watch the small gains anymore. Just paying commission dollars to make $20 is not worth it to me. But we did make back what we wanted. Still down that $400, but I do think that I'm going to be making another 5-figure day tomorrow. I think this is it. I think snow is the one. I have the alert at 185, 23 set here. And above that, I think that this is just going to rip. So I'm going to watch the price action. I would much rather see it pull back to like 180, 178, 179 than I would scale in for a swing because it would be cheap and the premiums would be decreasing. And I think that would run like crazy. But that's my big goal right now. Also, I hate the way this is going. But obviously, it's a SPX is very risky, and when there's only 25 minutes left, you gotta just like let it go at that point. But I will be very upset if I see this just like skyrocket to 500 a piece. I've seen that happen so many times. I've actually seen contracts go from like $30 a piece, like this one down here says 45, and it just completely squeezes like up to $3, $4, and these go from like $40 a piece to like 2,000 a piece. It's actually ridiculous. I've caught a couple of them sometimes with like 5 contracts in place, like 150 total or $200 investment, $400 investment. Next thing you know, it turns into a ridiculous amount of money, like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I think the most I ever made on like the last 20, 30 minutes of the day was about a $7,000 trade off of risking like, I think it was like $600. It was over 1,000%. It was nuts. So I'm always addicted to seeing if I can catch another one, but you'll see me play the game of like very small stops, like $100, $20, $40, keep going up, and it's either I make 20 or it runs. But not enough volume for me to play more than just 1 or 2 at this point. So I want to recap what Bitcoin pushed today, almost made back the top of yesterday's drop. I want everybody to just realize that when Coinbase has bad news and Binance has bad news, that means nothing for cryptocurrencies. Those are exchanges where you buy and sell them. And the realistic thing is to you having a wallet. So there's no centralization. When these exchanges own your shit, you're not using crypto that way. You're like, they're housing it for you. They're purchasing it on their own wallet. You're just going through them. So get your own wallets, get it off these exchanges. Like you can still go through Coinbase, but just put the address to your wallet so you physically own it, and Coinbase doesn't. So that's my biggest piece of advice. Do whatever you want with that. But when these exchanges have bad news, that doesn't affect crypto. And everybody thinks that. And I was seeing that all over Twitter today. I was like, this is exactly why Bitcoin hasn't exploded yet, which makes me feel like I'm very early because everybody thinking that Coinbase having bad news being SEC regulated is going to hurt the stock or hurt Bitcoin, when in reality they're not correlated, but people will sell because they think they are. So just the lack of education in the space is why crypto has not popped off just yet. But just wait. We're still really early, and it's going to be ridiculous. Also, this is pulling back. Oh, I did not mean to buy that. I tried to get out. I'm stopping myself out $40. I did not mean to buy that. That is so stupid. That is so dumb. Just lost $40 for no reason on accident. That's crazy. $35, whatever. But that was an accident. But what was I just talking about? Oh yeah, crypto. Oh, recaps. Screw the SPX. I can't watch this shit. It's just ridiculous. I'm just not going to make any money off it today. I'm just playing stupid gambles. But Datadog 105, premiums suck, but stay away. Microsoft tomorrow. Watch this at open. This could be a fat mover. I'll probably call this out in Kush's channel if I see some strength at 335 for that 338 break and push. And then obviously Snowflake. Everybody's known that I've been talking about this for a while. Having some weakness right now. Love that because I don't want it to go straight through, really. I kind of want it to consolidate a little bit over here, scare people out, make the premiums cheaper. And then by Wednesday or Thursday, this breaks out to 190. That is a banger. So that could be a 5-figure day easily for us, for me, for you, for whoever puts a good amount of capital behind it. So Snow, biggest watch. Microsoft, great day trade potential. Coinbase, I would not be scared of this news, to be honest. I think it's just like they violated some stuff. They're so rich, they'll just put it and be like, hey, here's a couple $1 billion to your shitty-ass agency. The SEC is garbage. But I think that they just work with the government and stuff. But we'll probably see this gap fill back up to 55, 56. Good opportunity to get shares, in my opinion. But like I said, I'm going to stay away from this for just a couple days, let it simmer down. When people forget about it like they always do, I'll get back involved. Very cheap. Very, very cheap. But where were we? 48, 49. Snow looking good. Yep. So that's it. That's really it. Datadog I don't really like too much. I do love Snow, and I do love Microsoft for those watches. I think there was something else on there. SPY. Watch the SPY to start pushing and getting some love out here because I think that this is going to run to this level of not 429. I think that we'll break 429. That's actually the level where I want to see this break and run. So I'm going to create an alert at that level. And what just happened? Oh, I almost bought something again. But this 429 level, and then I look at the daily chart, 431.73, could be a really nice $4 day tomorrow in the SPY. And if it doesn't gap up, could be really great. So that's all I'm watching. I'm watching the SPY to push up, which should carry Microsoft very nicely. And then we have Snowflake as still my number one watch because it has so much room up to 200. So if we can break that 185, I think we're on a launch pad. So those are my two biggest watches. Hopefully that helps you guys out. It's 340. The SPX is choppy. The volume is literally less than half than it usually is. We usually have like a 96 million. We're at 47 million right now. So half. Terrible. Terrible trading day. That's why you see me down $440 now. But in the small account, and I'm down about 9, 10 in the larger account. So not horrible loss days, considering I've been green almost every single day for the last couple months. But I was really looking for a banger in SPX today. Was up a couple grand, gave it back. But that's okay. Call outs tomorrow. I will be in Kush's channel. I'll be looking for probably just Snow and Microsoft are my really only other ones that I want to see. Let me take a peek in the video real quick. Amazon. I hate trading that stock. Meta. Staying away. A lot of these are kind of looking like they're topping out a little bit, so might have to steer away from calls in some of these here pretty soon. So that's about it. I'm gonna go take actually, I have a call and then a presentation to give, and then I'm gonna take a nap, play some basketball, and then I guess that's all I got. But tomorrow we make a shit ton of money. Tomorrow we win. Tomorrow we make money on Snow. I was getting excited about this because I thought we were going to start squeezing, but it stopped me out twice today, thinking it was going to go. So, fuck you, SPY. 48 million in volume. That is trash. Don't ever trade that. If this squeezes up the last 30 minutes or last 18 minutes, I'll be pissed. But I'm going to stay away. But if you guys want to play this, play it. SPX, very much a gamble at this point right now. So be careful. But as always, if you need me, just hit me up. I'm more than willing to help anybody in any situation. You can hit me up on Instagram. You can hit me up on here. You can hit me up on Omegle, Tinder, wherever you want to meet me. I'll be there. But that's all I got for now. Just two biggest watches, Microsoft, Snow tomorrow. Keep those on your levels. I think that those are potential bangers and a great swing trade potentially as well. So that's all I got. But love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow at Kush's channel. Early on in the day, you'll hear me. You'll see me calling out alerts on what I'm trading. So that's where I'm at. But talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.